everyone is waiting for me to ask you about the end of the first half. Let's just start big picture. Can you give us your side of the story, your description of what happened between you and Eric Bieniemy at the end of the first half?
Yeah, I think after seeing the video, I see why people thought it was a bigger deal than it actually was. Obviously, as an offensive player and someone that wants to score every single time you're on the field, I wanted to take another chance and try to get it down the field and get out of bounds or something like that, and try to give us a chance to either throw a Hail Mary or take a field goal. But they had kind of made the decision, not just Coach Bieniemy. I think it was Coach Reed and the whole offensive staff, that we were in a good spot. We had the lead, and we could just kind of get to the half and kind of refocus and kind of having the ball coming out of half, and we didn't want to make a big mistake there at the half. So that's their jobs, and I got to be better at knowing when that is the right decision. But at the same time, I always want to score. I think that's kind of who I am.
Patrick Mahomes from earlier in the week on his disagreement with Eric Bieniemy that played out in front of cameras. I think what made it worse was Andy Reid coming over and grabbing Patrick Mahomes by the arm. Like, come on, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Yes.
Come on, young son. Let's go this way.
I mean, it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't nothing either.
No, it wasn't. But I don't think it was anything that is that crazy on an NFL sideline. It's not. It becomes more of a thing when it's the quarterback, and we see that and the antics, and then it becomes also more of a thing because this is a thing with Eric Bieniemy, because there's a few haters on social media and people like that who, Eric Bieniemy hasn't got a job because, he's a jerk, or,
Yeah, LaShawn McCoy.
Or he didn't play me when I was at the end of my career.
Parade.
Right, exactly right.
It's all his
that's
fault.
adding
It's not
to it.
LaShawn McCoy's fault.
Right.
It's Eric Bieniemy's fault.
Right. I don't remember anybody on the Tampa Bay Bucs staff playing LaShawn McCoy either when he got on that team at the end of his career. So I don't know. That's where I don't think it's totally fair to the situation. We don't see that a whole lot, but I didn't think it was egregious or anything like that.
Well, look, it does happen. You're right. I think when it happens at the end of the half and it's prolonged, and they don't have other things that the camera can shift to.
Right.
It just and again, Andy Reid coming over in a benevolent way, trying to get everybody to the locker room, like that's I think what caught attention, because it's they didn't have to be separated. It was just, you know what, we got 12 minutes. Let's get our butts into the locker room. And do what we got to do so we can come back out for the second half of the game. We're not going to waste the first minute of a 12-minute halftime arguing about something out here in full view of the cameras and the public.
Hey, also, Mike, right? Like
yes.
The kicker, he's not there. So what are we going to try to Amendola? I don't think he had the confidence of the football team for them to think like it's Harrison Buckner either, to go where, hey, wait, if we just get the ball to the other 43-yard line or 40-yard line, our guy's going to make the 58-yard field goal. So that changed that dynamic too. Sorry, Mike, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, you're fine. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.